So the question is, do you need to change how you eat and or physical activity once you start testosterone replacement therapy, or can you continue living the lifestyle that you're currently at? That depends on what you're eating and what your lifestyle is. We have guys that come in that are already working out at the gym, and one of their main complaints is, hey, listen, I go to the gym regularly and I am just getting nothing out of these workouts. I have to work out 4 or 5 days a week to just stay this way. And that's one of the things that we ask. We get guys that are, let's say they're not overweight. Their diet's really good. They're eating the appropriate amount of calories. Their lean mass is good, but they're struggling in several other aspects of symptoms of low T. They're fatigued all the time. And that could be due to overtraining as well. But it generally means that, testosterone should be checked and looked into. So those individuals, when we bring testosterone on board, because they're already regimented in performing a physical activity on a pretty regular basis and already have a diet that's pretty conducive to living a healthy lifestyle, we don't have to do a whole lot in those guys. And to be honest with you, they move along really rapidly with their symptoms. They do really good, really fast out the gate. When they come back at their 10-week visit, we're generally almost like we're at the 6-month visit at that point, because they already had these healthy habits on board. We're just sort of augmenting that along the way, and they do really good. On the other side of that coin, we'll have somebody that's metabolically unhealthy, and this I'd say is the majority of people that we're getting. I'm overweight, I'm tired all the time. Do I need to change how I eat and exercise? The answer to that is 100% absolutely. You are on a life path that is heading you down a road that you do not want to walk. We have to change that path. And testosterone is a tool, and it must be wielded appropriately. You aren't going to put a roof on a house with a broom, and you're not going to sweep a floor with a hammer. We have to use the appropriate tools for the appropriate job. If I give you the tool for the job, let's say I give you a hammer to put on a roof, but you don't use it appropriately, the roof will never get done. And that's sort of what testosterone replacement therapy is. It gives you the hammer to do the roof, but you have to have some involvement in that to say, okay, I want to start getting this roof on my house. And we'll use the roof as your results, so to speak, okay? You have to wield it appropriately to get the results out. It'll give you the benefit only so far as saying, like, I've got the tool in my hand to do this job, but I have to put some effort in to get something out of it. And that's true for everybody. We have to change how we eat. We can't be eating Burger King, 3-4 days a week. Does it mean you can't have Burger King? No, you can absolutely have a burger. Who doesn't? But you can't have it every day. You can't have it multiple times a week. So you have to think about your relationship with food. We need to get a more protein-heavy diet. We still don't want to neglect carbs or fats. You want to have a really crappy workout? Don't eat carbs. I mean, we tell that to everybody. So don't be carb averse. You still need them, but getting them in the proper ratios and getting the right types of carbs. Is it better to have, French fries dipped in Chick-fil-A sauce? Delicious. Or is it better to have a sweet potato? It's probably better to have a sweet potato. Also delicious. A little bit harder to come across, not as easy to get, but better option. So yes, we do have to change how we view food, how we eat. We also have to change our exercise. We are living in a society now that even as I do this, I'm literally facing a computer screen and a camera. And this, in the past 30 years, has become more common, where prior to that, everything was physical. And never in human history have we been so non-physical. We have to work on bringing back some level of physical activity into our life because it's just been absent for so long or in modern society. And that is very, very important for getting our mitochondria back on board and getting the energy that we need and becoming, a running engine that works efficiently. So yes, diet is important. Exercise is very important. The tools of testosterone wielded appropriately.